Alright, I'm with Inspector Retro, and we're looking underneath the cards. Go for it.
Alright, using elemental styles. Each elemental style contains 2 techniques that can be found on either side of its card. Period. Once per turn, choose one technique to activate. After you use a technique, that elemental style is exhausted. The elemental style of fire cannot be used until you have exhausted air, earth, and water. If there are no monsters in your line of sight at the start of your turn, recover all exhausted elemental styles.
Wow. Thank you.
You can use fire, but if all of the monsters die before you've used air, earth, and water, they all then become unexhausted and you don't even get to use fire.
Yeah. So it says, you are the monk, a student of unarmed combat, techniques formed in reverence of the elements. You refuse to use armor or shields, instead relying on your highly something daggers. Yeah, can't quite read it all.
Yeah, it's tough upside down. But, no, a 4.
Strength of the mountain.
Yeah, Strength of the Mountain. Roll 2 additional attack dice on an unarmed attack.
Yep.
And by default, you do 1 die, but if it's an unarmed attack, you get an additional die. So by default, the monk, if unarmed, uses 2 dice. And then with Strength of the Mountain, would get to use 4 dice. Because these cards reset every time monsters are killed, essentially, you get at least 1 attack, unarmed attack of 4 dice every encounter. If you use that card every encounter. The Soaring Dragon automatically succeed when jumping over a trap. Is air. Let me see if I can get the dragon from the underside. I can. As an action, make 1 unarmed attack against all adjacent enemies. This technique enables you to attack diagonally. After use, the elemental style of air is exhausted. Wow.
Nice.
Eye of the Dragon lets you attack up to 8 adjacent targets.
So this guy's going to be a big help.
Yeah.
Let's see, and he's got 6 body points, 4 mine, 3 defense. Oh, he has 3 defense by default. He has no armor.
He can't wear shields. He can wear helmets, so he can go up to 4 with a helmet.
Because they don't say metal, do they? Or do they?
No, helmets are metal. Does he say you can't use metal on the back?
Well, I'm just wondering.
Helmets by default are metal.
Yeah.
They actually fixed that in
Rise of the Dread Moon.
Rise of the Dread Moon. One of the cards they added was they added the corrected hand axe that says it can't be used by a wizard.
Yeah, because I was always saying they can still use helmets because it doesn't say they can't.
Right, but now, so the helmet is now metal on the card. It reads as this metal hat or whatever.
Yeah.
So let me see what Speak with Stone does.
Speak with Stone.
No, never mind.
Sorry.
It does something with doors as 1 action, but if I had to guess, it probably as an action it lets you find all something, either open doors or I'm not sure.
It looks like he's putting his hand down.
Yeah.
Secret doors or something.
I don't know, but
or traps. Maybe
Touch
traps.
of Endless Inferno does essentially 3 damage over 2 turns. You do a point of damage on your turn, and then on their turn they take 2 more.
So they're almost encouraging you to spam your spells so that you can get to...
Well, you have to. So the way it's worded, it says that you have to activate a style on each of your turns.
Yeah, so they're not spells, they're not skills, they're styles.
Yes.
It is different. It says 2024 on it.
Yeah, so this is probably going to be our spring release. Because they've been doing every 6 months, and they're alternating Hero Quest Pack, Hero Quest Pack.
Yeah.
So the monk will probably be the February release, or December. I mean, maybe
we're thinking January, but that could
January,
subject to change.
Yeah.
Subject to change.
But yeah, this is probably January, and then it might be a lead-in for whatever the tournament that they're talking about. Could be an expansion that comes out next summer, which would track with what I was talking about on the map, with my theory on the map.
Or what if it were literal? There actually was a literal HeroQuest tournament that fans could participate in.
That would be wonderful.
A contest or something.
But I don't think that's something that Hasbro does as like a standard. So it would be cool, especially if they planned it ahead for like Gen Con next year, to have an event like that. But now, if I had to guess, there's going to be a tournament, something monk-driven expansion pack that's going to come out next summer after the monk releases in January.
Like the game of death where you go level to level fighting people.
That does put a hitch in the whole pre-order release of the Prophecy of Telor and Spirit Queen's Torment and Against the Overhorde that was teased by the guy on Reddit. I forget his handle on Reddit at the moment, but he had gone to his retailer and found 4 different things that were pre-ordered.
1985? Is that him?
What's it say? No, Lord Drusifer.
Oh, Lord Drusifer. I'm thinking of the previous leak. Yeah, Lord Drusifer. Right. I think your channel's going to be great. You have a real passion for this stuff. And you notice things, which helps a lot.
Yeah, I was when I